Good morning. I'm here to talk about Stay Curious with Tess. I'm talking about financial tools and financial terms that I have used or we all use, whether it's in life or that you had a career in accounting like I've had. For those that don't know, I spent 35 years inside the four walls of an insurance company. I prepared the statutory statements. And then a few years back, during the lockdown, I learned about infinite banking, became a licensed life agent, and I actually work on that team now. So I went from one side of the desk to the other side of the desk. And I thought these days I'm going to share terminology from the finance and accounting world, but also in how it applies to everyday life, to all of us, things that are useful going forward. So today I wanted to talk about net worth, and it's kind of accumulation of things that I've talked about in the past probably 7-8 days. And I wanted to kind of talk about net worth because I think there can be some confusion with it. Can someone earn a high income and still have a low net worth? Well, the answer is absolutely. And understanding why can change the way we think about money. So today I want to talk about this idea of net worth. When I get together or when we get on these talks, I want to define things so that we understand. And when we can define and understand things, we can make decisions, because better definitions lead to better financial decisions. So today's question is, what is net worth? And net worth is one of the simplest financial concepts you'll ever learn, yet it's one of the most important. And here's the definition. Net worth is the value of what you own minus what you owe. So I'll say that again. It's what you own minus what you owe. Two close words, but a very different meaning. So it's really kind of simply assets minus liabilities. And that's it. That's the totality of it. But I want to kind of go into it a little bit just to help with understanding. And I'm going to kind of give you an example, something practical so you can think about it. So suppose you own a home and your home is worth $400,000. You have a retirement savings of $150,000, and you have a bank account with a savings account that has $25,000. So that would make those three items a total of assets of $575. The home is $400,000. The retirement saving is $150,000. That brings you up to $550,000. Add another $25,000 sitting in a savings account, and you're at $575,000. So this particular example has $575,000 worth of assets. But now suppose you have some people that you owe for these assets. Say you have a $250,000 mortgage on that home that was an asset above. Say you have $15,000 due on a car that you still owe on. Say you owe $10,000 on a credit card balance. Those three things together, $250,000 on a mortgage, $15,000 on a car loan, $10,000 on a credit card balance, equals a total of $275,000. So if you had assets of $575,000, but you owed $275,000 in liabilities, your net worth is $300,000. So even though you had that $575,000 accumulation, it's not a net worth, because your net worth, think about that word net. When you get your paycheck at the end of every week, if you grossed $1,000, do you get $1,000? Nope. There are things that are taken out of it. There are liabilities that you owe to Uncle Sam or to, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, maybe insurance. And your net check is very different than what your gross check is. So an asset can be like that too. There's a gross value to it, but there may be offsetting liabilities. So remember, net worth is a snapshot. It tells you where you are today, and it does not tell the whole story. It just tells you where you are today. Someone may have a high income, but spend everything they earn. And another person may earn less, substantially less, but save consistently, reduce debt, and steadily build net worth. So income and net worth are not the same thing. It's what you do with that income that helps determine what your net worth is going to be. So in the past week, I've talked about assets. And I've talked about liabilities, and assets are those things you own, like a home, a car, a bank account, land. It can be all kinds of things are assets. There's something that has a future value to it. We've talked about liabilities. Liabilities are the credit card company, the mortgage, the anything connected. You might have expenses. All of those things are liabilities. If you haven't paid the bill for them and you owe somebody for them, then that's a liability. And net worth is simply bringing those two tools together. But here's something that's important. Net worth tells you what you've built, but cash flow that we talked about the other day tells you how the money is moving through your life. So all these terms that I've been using will help kind of bring the picture together. And like we talked about, assets are that thing that you own. Liability is the cost of that thing you own that you still owe somebody. Cash flow is how much money is coming into your life and how much is going out. Are you being able to have more coming in than you have going out? And net worth is telling you how good you're managing all these tools. So all of the above matter. It's one, net worth is one snapshot. Okay, when we're talking about net worth is a snapshot in time. Cash flow is an ongoing thing. You're ongoing with your cash flow. You're going to have income coming in and expenses going out. So what's important to remember is net worth tells you what you've built at a point in time, and your cash flow tells you what's moving through your life right now, but that's an ongoing item. So instead of asking, am I rich? Maybe ask, am I making progress? Because financial progress isn't about comparing yourself to someone else. It's about moving in the right direction. A great thought to ponder. Net worth measures where you are today. Your daily decisions influence where you'll be tomorrow. Small, consistent decisions have a way of becoming meaningful progress over time. So I just wanted to kind of give you that today, give you different terms. I'm going to get into more of the insurance terms with infinite banking and annuities and the things that I've been involved in more recently. Insurance has been my life, my entire career, property and casualty, medical malpractice, life. I've been involved in all aspects and all areas of insurance. I almost think of that industry as my baby because it's a thing that I have been consistently educated in, consistently working in, consistently trained in. So I have a particular fondness for it, and I have a particular respect for it because I know what it takes and what goes into the industry in protecting clients. So I have a closeness in my heart, and what I want to do over the coming weeks, months, and let's just say years is share things that I've learned on my journey to hope to give you confidence or to have you reach out to me if I can help you on your journey. So remember, net worth measures where you are today, and your daily decisions will influence where you'll be tomorrow. Just small, consistent decisions have a way of becoming meaningful progress over time. So remember, kind of as I close each one of these, I talk about the idea is to define and understand terms so that you can decide. And when you decide, when you have the information available to you, you can make better financial decisions. And I appreciate you guys being here. I see a few people on with me today, so thank you for joining me. I do have materials out for the next 2 weeks, so check in with me each day and see what we're sharing. And then I want you to remember that define, understand, so you can make better financial decisions. And then until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and take ownership of your financial education. And again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'm not sure who's on, but I appreciate you. Have a great day, and I look forward to chatting tomorrow.